squad, waiting for orders.
Welcome to Game 2 of the series. OMGPOP managed to shut Jesulin's U.S. forces down hard. Let's see if Jesulin can do the same thing. We've got the exact same factions lined up here. U.S. forces versus Ostheer. Same base positions. OMGPOP going to be giving his U.S. forces a shot on Faymonville approach against Jesulin's dreaded Ostheer. We've got close air support, mechanized assault, and mobile defense. OMGPOP has chosen Rifle Company right out the gate.
Rifle squad, ready for action.
So, gonna be seeing OMGPOP with the Rifle Company pick here. We used to see him choose Recon a lot, but in the last series we saw him, he went with Infantry, Infantry Company, and now we're looking at Rifle Company. So clearly he knows his way around plenty of different U.S. Forces commanders. And Rifle Company is of course quite popular, especially against Ostheer with its flamethrowers, and on this map I think it should perform quite well. Ooh, and he gets a lucky double vet rifleman right off the bat. That's gonna be a powerful weapon in the very first engagement that they have. Pios here will be pushed away from the fuel a little bit, jumping inside the building, trying to do a little bit of damage to these riflemen. There's only one north-facing window, however.
A capture point is under attack.
Looks like the engagement's going to the riflemen so far, dealing a lot of damage to that Pio squad, even stalling in the building. Meanwhile, two squads of Grenadiers making their way towards this area to take control of strategic victory points. Grenadiers going to circle back to fire on these riflemen, though. Pios do not want to lose building control to those riflemen. If they lose that building, there's a decent chance the fuel will also be lost. Now that a double vet squad of riflemen is moving up to engage here, those Grenadiers are not likely to stand much of a chance in this engagement, even with Pio support in the building, even with building control. Second squad of Grenadiers arrives to support. It's gonna be a scary engagement. Grenadiers get pushed out of cover by riflemen vaulting that fence, which is kind of a cute little tactic. You don't see it that much, but that's how that works. You can push infantry out of cover by vaulting their cover, and they have to like shuffle out of your way.
Better trained.
And riflemen take the engagement. Not enough firepower here to stop those Vet 2 riflemen. They're going to force a full retreat from everything Jesulin has in that area, and OMGPOP will take control of this fuel point here in the north. Rear echelon troops grabbing munitions here in the south. And we have an MG42 from Jesulin now making its way towards that fuel point. These Grenadiers reinforced are going to easily push away that Vet 2 squad of rifles. MG42 sets up to fire, does not have vision. There was a vision buff for Pios, by the way. They can see like pretty far now, I guess. Yeah, pretty far vision for Pios. Right there. That helps them spot for machine gun teams, but unfortunately, ooh, what happened over here? That was a terrible flanking maneuver by those riflemen. No way they escape in all that red cover. Wow, there it is. There's the long-range snipe. Jesulin wasn't going to let those guys get away. Definitely overextended that rifleman squad. They just got vaporized. Lieutenant on the field, and M20 is in production now. Grenadiers engaging these riflemen at long range, getting some nice snipes. Drop 2 models before they've lost anyone. Pios moving up to secure building control with Grenadier support.
We have been granted access to superior arms and soldiers.
Pios move up to fire on those riflemen right there. M20 moving to engage these Grenadiers on the road. They will be forced to retreat.
Are securing our territory.
M20 is taking a little bit of damage from small arms fire, plus Panzerfaust may be forced to pull back for repairs soon. Second Panzerfaust brings it low, but a full squad of Grenadiers does get wiped on retreat right there, so they both lost one full squad of infantry at this point. Grenadiers really need to get out of the road. A little bit of a late retreat right there. Moving up to try and finish the job with one more Panzerfaust here from this Grenadier squad. M20 is making a very slow rotation maneuver right there. Grenadiers should be able to close the gap and get this Faust off. There it is. Oh! There it is. M20 will be destroyed. Cost Jesulin a lot of manpower to destroy that, but on the other hand, the M20 cost 340 as well. 240 from a wiped squad of Grenadiers plus reinforcement costs. Honestly, they kind of broke even during that engagement. At the very least, OMGPOP will be able to recover the bazooka here. So, mostly Jesulin's concern now is map control. Having lost one full squad, having no territory, plus his opponent threw out an extra squad of riflemen just to keep up the pressure. Jesulin's gonna really struggle for territory here and needs to try and get some map control back. And he's kind of struggling for manpower a little bit. He does have 450 manpower in the bank. It looks like he's going to go for the mechanized assault group because he just canceled his tier 2 structure. With the M20 dead, didn't feel a particular need to get an AT gun out just yet. He's going to float the manpower up for that half track instead. That's going to hit the field with the Panzer Grenadiers inside. Maybe he can get some map control back with that. His opponent does have anti-tank rifle grenades and one bazooka with which to deal with that threat. But the lieutenant and rear echelon troops here certainly have no defense and will be forced to retreat immediately. Jesulin looks like he wants to give chase. The bazooka squad's not really in range to support here. Fortunately, the rear echelon troops are soaking up a lot of this damage. The lieutenant hasn't taken all that much bleed yet. Since there are no base defenses here, really, Jesulin can get really aggressive with this maneuver and try and wipe some squads. It's going to be sort of dangerous, though. Rear echelons look like they're going to get wiped. There they go. And now he's got to get out of the base if he can. Oh, I don't know if he's going to survive, though. No. Too much 50 cal fire from these two machine gun bunkers. We might even see the Panzer Grenadiers wipes, too. Not a good trade. All he took out there was rear echelon troops and loses the entire investment. Meanwhile, anti-air half-track hitting the field for OMGPOP. Wow. I think, is the game over? The game is over! Game is over and OMGPOP has won, I think. So that concludes the entire series of OMGPOP versus Jesulin. Wow. 8-minute victory against Jesulin. Good game. Allies win.